Hey y'all, welcome back to NLT Podcast 2.0. I am excited to be back with you guys for yet another episode. It has been a while. I know a lot's been going on and I'm trying to create some balance within my life in some shape, way, or form. And so it's not balancing as of yet. Okay, so I had to come and just do a video with y'all. If you are seeing my face for the first time, hey, I appreciate you for clicking on my channel. Obviously, you are ready to transform into your highest truth by operating in truth, light, and love in every shape, way, or form, and surrounding yourself as such. And so I appreciate you. For all my transformators, hey y'all, my subscribers, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for always diving in with me, being my supporter, being a part of the team. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I pray you guys are all doing well. Let's talk about that. I pray you guys are remaining in peace, remaining in love, remaining in tranquility and harmony within yourself, but your surroundings and your connections are embodying those as well. Like I was just talking to Holy Spirit earlier today, and I was just like I don't have time for connections that don't provide me peace. Right. Holy Spirit has been letting me know a lot of people are wanting to reconnect with me or get in contact with me or get in touch with me previously. Right. And I'm just saying to myself, if they not bringing peace with them, I don't have time. I'm keeping it about like I have way too much going on in my life, on my plate, to really deal with chaos, drama, confusion, uncertainty. You know what I mean? Like before. And this is not what today's episode is about, y'all. This is just how I know this message has to be said. Before, when I would engage in my connections, like relationships or friendships, I would really be looking for loyalty, right? And really be looking for truth. And those are still high values that I am expecting out of my relationships and connections. But now, peace is kind of top tier. Like if you're not bringing peace to the friendship, if you're not bringing peace to the connection, if you're not bringing peace to the relationship, then what are we really doing? Because why are you coming into somebody else's life raising havoc, or coming into somebody else's life bringing drama and chaos and confusion? Like peace is definitely top tier. And it's like now a lot of people are not quite comprehending that about me. Is peace is a top tier thing. If I don't have that within the connection, I'm not really messing with you. To keep it a bug, I'm not really engaging. You know what I mean? I have love for you. I will always pray for you, wish the best, right? But I got way too much going on to be dealing with anything outside of peace. I've already, Holy Spirit always showed me that was my birthright. And so for me to operate with anything outside of that, I love you, but we not about to be. But that's not even what today's episode is about. That's crazy. That's not even what this episode is about, y'all. This episode, we're really focusing on diving into, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why that was like that. We're really focusing on talking about communication. One of the things with the inner transformation is you start to gain a level of self-awareness about yourself, right? You gain an introspect of how your thoughts, your behaviors, and your actions formulate in a positive light. And so you gain some awareness about yourself. But it also highlights the way that you communicate. And so I saw this quote, and I screenshotted it because it's a popular quote, right? That a lot of people talk about. A lot of people say this all the time, and I say it too, honestly. But I want to go a little bit in depth with it. Communication is key, but so is a sense of understanding. If I tell you something and you're not willing to see where I'm coming from, then what's the point of telling you anything? And this is a lot of the challenges that I went through in my marriage at the time. And a lot of friendships, if I'm explaining a certain way that something is feeling to me, or if I'm highlighting your actions in a way to bring awareness, and you're not taking that time to understand where I'm coming from, you're more so in a space of being in defense mode or in combative. Or like I told my mom the other day, you listen to respond. You really don't be hearing me, right? You just listen to respond. And a lot of people do that when it comes to communication because they are just wanting to say their piece, right? They let you say what you got to say, but they're not understanding what you're saying because they're so focused. Their thoughts is so formulated in how I can get back at you, or how I can say something to really get at you in a way to countersuit what you just said, right? It's like a tit for tat type deal. And so they're really not understanding or comprehending your side or what you're saying or what you're communicating to them, whether you're trying to be argumentative or not. If you're, most of the time, if you're anything like me, we're just trying to explain to you our feelings, our thoughts, and our actions, or your feelings or your thoughts or your actions. We're just trying to explain, right? And so a lot of people get defensive mode, right? They get it in defense, they get offensive, right? And so the communication barrier starts to dismantle at that time. And so when you are operating in inner transformation, you have to be very conscious of your communication skills, not just what you're communicating, but how you're communicating, where it can be transmuted in a way where they can receive it so they can understand. I know this is a lot on the person that is trying to convey. Like, if you're in that energy that you're trying to speak your truth and you're trying to be honest and you're trying to be upfront, but now with inner transformation, you kind of got to be conscious of how you're speaking your truth, and it's a lot of work. I get it. And so this is another part of inner transformation that a lot of people just be like, I ain't got time for it. I'm gonna still go toe to toe. I'm gonna still let you know how I feel. I don't care what you gotta say. Like, a lot of people revert back to the old way of communicating, because when you are elevating in the way that you communicate, it's tedious. It's a lot, but it's not impossible. And if you're really wanting to be heard and understood, right? Because if you're anything of anybody that I know, and even me, we get misunderstood quite often, right? I feel like a lot of people don't understand me, but that's because they don't take the time to understand me. They want to understand me based upon the perspective that they already perceive me as. That's completely different, right? Getting to understand somebody is taking the time to remove your emotions, to remove your thoughts, and actually listen to their emotions and listen to their thoughts and actually pay attention to them, right? This is what we're missing in society. And when you are taking that time to understand a person, then the communication line is actually very open and it's very clear. It's no miscommunication. It's no defensive or offensive energy being present, right? But that's where the dismantle is. We're not trying to understand the other person. We're just trying to tell the person how we feel, regardless of trying to understand where that person is coming from, if that makes sense. And so with inner transformation, I know it's a lot. And I know it's something that it's not going to happen overnight. Trust me, my communication skills are still trying to get better, as the days are progressing. As a parent, my communication skills are trying to enhance and transform. As a daughter, okay, I'm embarking on a different stage with my parents at this time. And so as a daughter, my communication skills are also trying to improve and enhance in a way where I'm transmuting my thoughts that needs to be said in a way where my emotions are not at my sleeve, but where they are being able to understand what I'm trying to say versus in attack mode, if that makes sense. And also, with future connections that I may embark on, if, future friendships, same is the same. Like, I'm conscious of my communication skills. A lot of us has to get in that energy, and a lot of us don't want to work on that because we feel as if we change the way that we communicate, that is lessening our power, and that's not what it is. It's actually enhancing your power, because now you're operating and communicating in a sense of assertiveness. And so now it's not as if like you're communicating out of emotion. You're communicating out of your power and your strength that you possess, in a way where I want you to understand where I'm standing in this point. I get your thoughts and I understand your feelings. I'm not discrediting and I'm not dismantling, but also understand, I want you to gain a level of understanding and comprehension of where I'm coming from. So this is not something that is miscommunicated. I know this was a lot, but I told y'all my schedule is a little hectic, so I kind of have to go view with a lot of my stuff. I just couldn't leave y'all hanging because it has been about a week and some change since I did a video. I think about a week, maybe. I didn't even look at the last video, but I love y'all. Thank you. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a friend. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for always diving with me in inner transformation, because we are doing this thing called life together. And I pray that you are really gaining some amazing essentials as we are transforming into our highest truth. Be a blessing, y'all, unto others, but know that you are blessed too.